Sometimes I see a new die set and I'm so inspired to design with it, I just have to order it immediately, and then I can't put it down until I have a bunch of cards created. Hello and welcome to Karen's Creative Cards on YouTube. I am Karen Hashik, and here is the new die set from Divinity Designs that lit my fire recently, along with the add-on die set with so many options for scenes both in and out of the lantern. I used some gorgeous landscape designer paper, also from Divinity Designs, to make this easy and gorgeous sympathy card. And that's the first card I made. I love how it turned out. It was very simple to make, but I put a scene inside with a bird. A very, very beautiful card. One of my favorite products to design with are the Crealies Transparencies from the marketplace. I'll show you the sheet I used. This one has all the same picture on it, which you can request, and I'll put a link in the description box where you could order them. Of course, all the details on all the cards that you see will be on my blog, and links to those blog posts as well as the product featured are in the description box. But I made this card with one of these Crealies transparency pictures inside with some, I used an embossing folder to add some texture to the lantern, and then I put a pinpoint burst background on there. Again, very, very simple to make, but I just love how these cards have turned out. I tried a new product from Gina K Designs called Poly Glaze foiling sheets, both on the background and also on the inside of the lantern on this card. So you can see that foil and how it moves there. And I was reminded when I did that one of my foilable toner sheets and foil that was sadly neglected. So I pulled out some from Brutus Monroe and Decofoil, and I made the background on this card. So this is a foilable sheet, and then this is the negative that you put through with a toner sheet, and I got those two different shades. And then of course the scene inside here is from this add-on die. And can you see the lantern itself on this card? I just love how this turned out with that gorgeous copper dimension, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I have die cut the lantern out of black cardstock, and I embossed it with this Stampin' Up! Embossing folder. So there's already texture there, but I'm going to highlight that with a new product that I just found. I know it's been on the market for a while, but it's Foundry wax from Distress, and I'm using the Mind, which is a copper. So all you do is you shake it very well until you can hear that mixing ball rattle. And then you squeeze a little bit onto a craft sheet. And then you're just going to take your finger and you're going to move it around until you can see your fingerprints. So right now it's very liquid and you want it to be more creamy. So I'm going to move it around until can you see my fingerprint there? So it's creamier. And then I'm going to start putting it on this embossed lantern. I want it to be a copper color, but I want the black to shine through. And then you can use a alcohol wipe to clean your mat if needed, although there's very little left there. But then also to clean your fingers. So an alcohol wipe will take that off your finger. And then the important thing with this wax is you have to heat set it. Because if you don't, the wax will rub off. So I'm going to take a second and heat set this. Can you see that brass embossing on there? I just think that that's just gorgeous, and it makes the lantern even more special when I do that. So I decided to feature this lantern the way I just made it on a new die set from Crealies. It's just been released this month, and it's called the Triple Fun Folds Card with Octagons. It's part of their On the Move sets, and it creates like a Z-fold. So you can see that if I take this piece that I created with that die and put it in a Z-fold card, it just makes a very unique fun fold very, very easily. Now, this is a sneak peek of this die set. Next week, I'm going to share a complete video showing many ways to use this particular die set. But I had it sitting here, and I knew I was going to be playing with it soon, and I thought, what if I put this in a gatefold? And then I've taken more of that pretty landscape designer sunsets, and I've cut pieces with that die, and I'm going to put this on here so that you can see that pretty sunset through the lantern, and then the pattern is going to continue through the Z-fold and the fun fold. So that's the plan. I think it's going to work. I haven't tried it yet, but I have started it by cutting the main piece out of a dark brown, and then I cut a couple layers here with the stitching out of like a gold, which is what I used on here. And then this is the first piece that the lantern is going to go on, and I just used some two-sided score tape to on the back to attach these. And we're going to do some of the layering, and then we'll put the card together. So this is going to go in here, and it has a little border on all sides. And then I have a second one. I cut these kind of in a row, trying to get the pattern from the sunset to continue from one to the other. At least that's kind of the plan. And so you can see it kind of continues from one to the other. So I wanted this to be the top, right? Yeah. And then we'll add a third. Oh, I guess I have to, well, that went on pretty good, right? I guess it's on there. Yeah. there's a pretty good border on there. It's a little bit off, but okay, so I am going to say, the plan is to say thinking within the lantern of you. And then I have a mountain that's going to go in the lantern also. And then I have some birds. So the of is going to go here. And then, and I put some sticky on the back of those. And then I have some birds. The birds are from a Sizzix die set. And I'm a little concerned if that thinking and being brown is going to show up. But I know that these will. So, and if you were looking at it like this, I think I would want the words to be over to the right of these. I put two-sided sticky paper on the back of these because this designer paper has like a coating and I wasn't sure if the glue would work real well. Alright, so let's put this bird on with some glue dots. And then I have a bird for each window. Alright, so now we can attach this to the Z-fold card base. So we're going to center this and press it down, and then hold these and then this is going to go over to that edge, and then be pressed down. So you can see we have our triple fold here, and then the plan is we hope this works, to attach this mountain glue gut while it's set. Closed up a little bit. So I have a mountain that I have created from that add-on die set, and it's going to be attached to the bottom and the sides. And then I thought I would attach this with skinny score tape. So we could get some on these sides too. Whoops, it's sticking to my finger. Okay. Just remove the cover on those pieces. Which is sometimes the most time-consuming part, right? I would use glue, but again, that designer paper is kind of has a coating on there, and I don't think the glue would work real well. And I wanted to put some on these side pieces to hold them down. So I needed skinny 1/8 inch. I have all the sizes sitting here and use them all the time, depending on what I'm trying to attach. And of course I have all the sizes of glue dots too. So, okay, so this, I want to make sure that the scene shows the sunset scene shows behind. I don't mind that it's continued on the outside. I did that on another card too, but especially this part here, of course, we do want that to be that sunset scene. And then yeah, I think that will show pretty good. I was a little worried because I chose brown on brown, but I think it's still, it's a different shade, and it will stand out from the lantern. Thinking. And then I wanted to add one more bird. There it is. With a tiny glue dot. Right in there. So we have that beautiful lantern with the brass embossing on there, and a pretty bird and a sunset scene with the mountain, and it will lay flat to mail and then open up for the recipient to see that I am thinking of them, thinking of you, with the scene going from this part to the end in a fun Z-fold. I love how this card turned out, and I hope my 5 cards inspire you to give some of these ideas and products a try. Watch the next video for some more creative card making ideas with dies, and find some time to play if you can.